605-072. The way you run the bad day, not to have to come up on like a gas money. There's a right immigration and asylum.
It is a live program right now, Nigeria 101.1 FM. It's a great opportunity to unite with you guys today in the studio in the United Kingdom, Nigeria 101.1 FM. It is me, your daughter, your lawyer, your trusted person, Tokunbo Olagbaye. It's a continuation of what we have been talking since the inception of this program, and we will not stop talking about it because we have borders in the United Kingdom, and the borders are controlled by the people from the highest seat in the UK. And as a result of that, it enables me, give me the opportunity to look into the matters and know exactly where the migrants are having their issues with the stakeholders dealing with the borders in the United Kingdom. And as part of those issues are a way for people to have their freedom in the United Kingdom to regularize their status. As a human rights lawyer, I stand corrected on things that I say to the public, but I make sure that I have it from the original source before I will disseminate into the public arena. I'm on 07908628240, 07908628240. I want to continue to take questions from people that have issues with their status in the United Kingdom. And that is why I'm out here today on Saturday to come and talk about the issue of how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. My office has not changed. Brightway Immigration and Asylum Practitioners were located on the second floor offices of 14 to 16 Powell Street, London, Woolwich, C18 6LF. And our telephone number is on 0208 309 8808, 0208 309 8808, or the mobile number for office. The mobiles for office is either 07908 628 240, 07908 628 240, or 07494 225 125, 07494 225 125. So there are two mobile numbers attached to the office now, so you can reach me on those mobile numbers when I'm not in the office. 07908 628 240 or 07494 225 125. It's always going to be in the hands of my staff. So when you are looking for me, you can get to me through those phone numbers when my staffs are having them. They both have WhatsApp, so you can send your WhatsApp through at any time. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name has not changed. Tokunbo Olagbaye. I'm talking about the problems the migrants are facing in the United Kingdom. Good afternoon, Ms. Kupolui. I yesterday sent an Instagram, I sent an Instagram message yesterday to encourage people and discourage them from wasting money, encourage them to understand what is going on in the society, but to discourage them from falling foul. The reason why I said that was that I know that an average of Nigerian in the diaspora has a first degree, so which means that they are educated. They should know the difference between left and right. Now, when you are reading an article, you're reading a newspaper, you're reading a textbook, you need to know what the author of that article is saying. You cannot afford to rephrase what the author is saying. So when you have an article with you, read and digest carefully to understand the mind of the author. Don't come to conclusion that the author has concluded and said this. Your job is to understand what the author is seeking or is saying in his or her write-up. The newspaper that become viral and people sent around and wanted to misuse it, the newspaper is saying that Boris Johnson, the Foreign Secretary of the United Kingdom Parliament, of the United Kingdom government, is challenging the Prime Minister with regards to the issue of Windrush, and proposed. It doesn't say that it has been granted. It says it's challenging the Prime Minister on the issue of Windrush for amnesty on Windrush. He then further stated that if possible, they should declare amnesty also to those who have lived in the UK for 10 years without criminal record. He's not saying that it has been granted. And believe me, we have been in the UK for quite a while. There is no way you can have amnesty in the United Kingdom because it's a small island. The country that has capacity for amnesty is the United States. And it's been a while that they have declared that they have done kind of things like that. So it is not possible. Share this program. Let your friends have the opportunity to hear it from my mouth now. Don't fall foul. There is nothing called such. When it happens, you will know that it has happened. What will happen at the back office is a silent concession that they will clear the backlogs. Because we always go into backlogs. Every 5 years, 6 years, we get stuck. For one reason or the other, we don't know how we get into it, but we usually get into backlogs. So to discourage people from falling foul, I want to let you know that there is no need for you to waste your money in that aspect for now, because it is not possible. You are educated, you are not illiterate. I want to applaud you on that. Please read news carefully. Listen to news, listen to Sky News, so you will be able to know what is going on. Listen to news. When you listen to news, then you will know and understand the importance of listening to news. Question time on Tuesday, listen to it. Or on Thursday evening, listen. The Parliament question, the Prime Minister question time, Tuesdays, listen to it as well. So you'll be able to know the debate and know what is going on. But there is no amnesty now. So don't fall foul. We are talking about the issue of how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. We are live in the studio in the United Kingdom, Nigeria 101.1 FM. I am able and available to take calls now from those who have been sending me inbox. The inbox is full, it's heavy. It is not easy for me to respond to everything. So I apologize to that effect. If anyone thinks that maybe I have ignored their inbox, their email or their chat that they are asking questions, it is not possible for me to ignore you. You are all important to me one way or another. So please understand my situation. I never ignore you. The thousands of chats that I receive, it's not easy for me to respond. Also, I want to encourage you to always leave me a voice message. Voice message is easier. Either you want to leave it on 07494 225 125, I will respond back. Or you want to leave it on 07908 628 240, both of which are available here now. So leave me a voice message on WhatsApp. I will definitely respond back. Let's take questions from those who have issues with regards to their status in the UK now. On 07908 628 240, we are in the studio right now, Nigeria 101.1 FM. My name hasn't changed, Tokunbo Olagbaye. I am willing and able to take calls from people that have queries with regards to their status in the United Kingdom. And the phone numbers are here now, 07494 225 125, yeah, or 07908 628 240, So those are the numbers you can easily use now to reach me. And even in the office, it will be in the hands of a capable staff who will be answering all the queries and the calls from time to time. So these numbers are available at all times, except when I am busy. Then I will take them off on data and put them on plane mode so I can be able to deal with paperwork. Call me right now. I'm on 07908 628 240, how to regularize your status. There's so much happening with regards to regularization of status in the United Kingdom. But the Windrush one that I want to remind you of is that the government is dealing with the mistakes they have made in the past. And this is to do with those who came into the United Kingdom before 1971. Before 1971. So those who came into the UK at that time will be able to benefit, because you can imagine how people will be in the United Kingdom for that 40-something years and not have one single status to point to. Of course, they are automatic UK citizen because they will have gone to school, they will have worked, they will have done so many things when the country was still at the nil side, when the country was still on the nil. So it basically means that country is not into the situation of asking for papers at that time. Once you are able to work, you fill in your application, you look for employment with your passport, and that's it. You go into employment straight away. Unlike now that they're now asking people to start having evidence of status. Hello? Yes. Good afternoon. Please go ahead. That person will call back. I think mistakenly I pressed something. So basically, if you have any query bothering your mind with regards to what is going on in the United Kingdom in Parliament on immigration and nationality laws, I am available to answer any of your concern. I'm on 07494 225 125 and on 07908 628 I know it's going to be an issue to take 2 calls at the same time. I made a mistake to release both numbers. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Hello, madam.
Hello, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, but I just want to ask a quick question.
Please go ahead.
Yes. Is it to apply for indefinite leave to remain? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. That's for my wife, right? Does she have to do life in the UK before I can apply for her indefinite?
I know she needs to do English test compulsorily.
Okay. But not life in the UK?
She can do both of them if she's able to do it. I don't think it's a big deal. If she's able to do both of them, I think I would recommend.
Okay.
Yes.
Because like now, our paper going to expire end of next month, but she hasn't gotten that much.
Yeah, let her submit her application. Let her proceed to the submission.
Okay, but that would not be a problem.
You need to be apologetic and do a letter attached with it and say that she has booked for life in the UK and that she will submit it when she's coming for a naturalization.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for that.
You're most welcome, sir. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
We are live in the studio right now, Nigeria 101.1 FM, Tokunbo Olagbaye. We're looking at the issues of, how to put in an application, what type of application you're able to put in. A lot of people have been saying that I've never talked about long residence because I am not really impressed about the word called long residence any longer. I used to be impressed with the word long residence when it was 14 years and people are able to put in an application following their 14th year in the United Kingdom and they'll be able to have what they needed from the government, which is the settlement status. But the word long residence now has changed immensely and it's now just it's 20 years. It has increased to 20 years from 14 and further 6 years has been added onto it. And when the further 6 years is added, that doesn't mean that they are going to grant indefinite leave to remain. They're only going to give a leave to remain again, which is just 30 months. And 30 months on that means that you have to apply for 4 times, which is 10 years. If you look at 20 plus 10, it's 30 years. And whatever age you may be at the time you are able to get the first 20 years as an adult, basically you're an adult. So at the end of the day, before you get your indefinite leave to remain in the UK, you'll probably be around 50 if you started at the age of 18, 19, 20 years. And if you are about 40, 45, you'll be about 70-something years old. So that is why I'm not really impressed, to capitalize on the issue of long residence. But having said that, there are some incidents that happened in the last few days which wake me up to talk about it briefly today, long residence. You see, there is no way you can claim long residence in the UK if you don't have date of entry and you don't have a report either from your college that you attended or from your GP consultant. There is no way you will succeed on that kind of situation. So when we talk of long residence in the UK, where the government is looking, the stakeholder, which is the Home Office Department, they're looking into things like your date of entry with your passport, your old passport. Of course, 20 years ago, you would definitely have a passport before ECOWAS. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello there. Hi.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Just on the fact that know if I can do that and send my PCC letter.
You want to fight for a spouse entry visa?
Yeah, for my husband.
And your husband is overseas, isn't it?
Pardon?
He's not in the country.
No, he's not in the country.
Yeah, you should be able to do that. You should be able to proceed, providing that you have the pay slips and you have bank statement to corroborate and a letter from your employer to corroborate evidence of your income. Then P60 will be a minor issue.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Then I can do that. I can submit it here in the UK. Or...
Now you have to submit it overseas. He needs to submit it overseas because he has to do biometric fingerprint.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good.
Thank you, dear. Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye. Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma.
Yes. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma.
Okay, please proceed. Okay.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, I can hear you. At as well.
Good afternoon, ma. Hello, ma. I'm sorry for the question for no one, ma. No, apply to ma. Hello, ma. So, what do you mean? 1 year, 6 months. So,
You cannot do anything at the moment. You have to wait until the stakeholder return back to you. You cannot do anything. Don't force anything. Just leave them. Hello, our device here. Please lower your device.
Thank you, ma.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, ma. Bye. It's a live program right now, Nigeria 101.1 FM. My name is Tukumbo Lagbaye. To put in an application on long residence, as I'm explaining to you, you will need to have your international passport that you came in with that year, 20 years ago. And if you came in clandestinely, assuming that you came in clandestinely, which means that you came in without evidence of your own passport, there's something that landed you. There is a document that landed you in the name that you used on that day. You need to remember that name that landed you. You have to be able to remember the name that you were landed with, because if you're unable to do that, then it will become an issue. Apart from that, you should be looking into your medical record. A lot of people will tell me, say, I don't sick, so I don't have GP. That is a lame excuse. Nobody's sick to have GP, but it is something that you must register and have with you at all time. In case of emergency, you must have a GP. And when someone says that I don't sick, I don't register with GP, or I don't have GP, I'm not going to believe your story. And if I can't believe your story, it basically means that the Secretary of State Department would not believe your story. So you have to really know exactly the documents you want to put forward. Now, having said that, if you have attended colleges, work placement, voluntarily in the country or even paid one, then you can use those pay slips and letterhead of the company to corroborate your evidence that you've been in the UK in the last 20 years successfully. Because the whole idea of what government is looking for is without interruption, without absences. Because some people came in and they went back and came back and went back. So what they are looking for is without interruption. I'm on 07908 628240 live in the studio right now. 07908 628240. It's quite hot and humid in the studio, so I may not have the privilege to stay long. It's really, really, really hot in the studio. I must tell you the fact now. So I'm on 07908 628240. I am still taking questions from people. Good afternoon, ma. Please, I need to talk to you directly on WhatsApp, ma. I don't know if that is possible. Okay, leave me a voice message on WhatsApp 07908 628240. Leave me a voice message on 07908 628240. Alternatively, 07494 07494. Let's have a look again. 074 is a new Samsung 8, so I need to 07494, yeah, 07494 225 125, 07494 225 125. You can leave me a voice message in either of those mobile phones. I will listen to the voice message and I will give you back a response in voice as well. I will respond back in my voice to you so that you can understand what I'm trying to explain to you. I'm talking about the problem migrants faces when they came or when they are in the United Kingdom, when they want to regularize their status. But let me explain again clearly. Windrush, it's not for you and I. Windrush is for the old pals that came in at that time. They are still doing same day for renewal. Yes, they are still doing it. Yes. If she has GP and getting medication free, well, that's down to the stakeholder to decide on that. But she just needs to have document to get a letter to show when she registered with them, or to have history of her consultancy, you know, the frequent visits to the hospital or to the GP, you know. The number again is 07908 628240, 07908 628240, or 07494 225 125. If she's taking a free medication under NHS, I will not worry myself on that. That is down to the stakeholder to decide what they're going to do on that. So don't kill yourself before your death comes, you know. Don't even bother yourself on that. Let the stakeholder decide what they want to do in that aspect, you know. That's just it. So I'm on 07494 225 125 or 07908 628240, Niger 101.1 FM, live in the studio. It's quite hot in here, I will not lie to you. So I'm not going to hang around for that long. The question you may have, please call in now and put it through now, because there's no much time to deal with all the inboxes that I receive or the inquiries. There's no much time at all. So I will advise that you should please try to see if you can put it through on voice message for me, or you want to phone me now, where I can deal with it straight away now. You know, so it's either way. Thank you to you. Good evening, my dear. Good evening or good afternoon. Yes, thank you. Thank you. How will you hear me? Yes. 07494 225 125. Exactly. That is the number. I am here now and I am available to take your calls. I know a lot of people have been, you know, they have been sending messages and wanting me to respond as a matter of urgency. But let me tell you, it is so impossible to respond. It is so impossible. It is so impossible to respond. So I'm on 07908 628240. It's to do with how to regularize your status in the United Kingdom. The questions you have been sending me is quite heavy. Thank you. You know, it's quite heavy. So it's a bit difficult for me to have the opportunity to respond to all of them at one go. But nevertheless, I have confidence to tell you that send me a voice message and I'll be able to respond back to you in no time. But like I said to you, there is nothing called amnesty at the moment. There is nothing called amnesty at the moment. So please, do not fall foul. Nothing called amnesty. Thank you, Miss Dupe John Lawansi. Thank you. Judith Dupe John Lawansi. Thank you. You know, good evening to you, Adiola. How are you? Yes, good evening to everybody. It's quite humid in here, I have to be honest, and my head is really coming out with heat because the studio light is facing me directly. So I may not be able to hang around for that long, I have to be honest with you. If anyone has inquiry and they have issue and they want me to solve it for them, don't forget that Monday is a bank holiday. Monday, it's a bank holiday, which means that we are not going to work on Monday. Some of us that do the office work. So there is no court, there is no Tokumbo's office, and there is nobody on Monday. Tuesday, we will be back as normal, at normal time again on Tuesday to deal with day-to-day activities. I'm looking into the issue of how to regularize your status, and that is my topic, that is my area that I am fond of looking into all the time as an immigration expert, as a human rights lawyer, you know. So you have inquiry and you want me to deal with it. I know people have gone on bank holiday, so it's make my work easier this evening. Hello. Good afternoon.
Thank you, because people have been coming out with their problem, but they've not been appreciating what we're doing. If we have people like you, we Nigerians, we have less problem in this country. People like you are people like us local too. You understand? We want to like help people. People don't know what they're doing now until they pay hundreds of pounds to have it done for them. But you're just doing it and giving people advice, which is to regulate their stays here. I really, really do appreciate what you're doing. If only we Nigeria can put a straight head, we will have good far in this country. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I
Thank
do
you.
appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Our own way of giving it back is to show appreciation, and I think that's what God wants in our life. The spirit that can appreciate the other person, the spirit that can appreciate people at all time, you know, is what we need. You know, spirit that can appreciate, and I am grateful to that call, because I am only doing it for, you know, I am only doing it for the sake of letting people have the right information within their possession so that they will not fall foul. This is not yesterday's job. This is something I've been doing over 10 years on the media rather, before the social media eruption came into being. I have been doing this on the television, on the radio, everywhere. So a lot of people have heard about me for quite a while, and they know that whatever I say, I get it from the right, reliable source. I don't talk on hearsay, you know. I don't deal with hearsay. I really do see. I see dossier myself. I am not Thomas, but when I don't see dossier, I don't believe in anything. You know, my name is not Thomas, but I don't see dossier as a lawyer, then I don't read law. I read law through dossier, case studies, precedents, textbooks, you know, and the superiors past saying, like judges, you know. I told you, thank you, Mr. Ajasa, thank you. I told you about the issue of Section 55 borders and citizenship issue on children. It's basically saying the best interest of children comes first. So when you are putting an application under 7 years, you need to think about the best interest of that child. You really have to have a case to put forward to the Secretary of State to show the reason why you cannot return back to the country of origin. The word 7 years has not been taken off. It will never be taken off. It will be there. But you need to have a case before it can be dealt with. I have told you successfully I've done 7 years for many people in this country, either directly from Secretary of State or through court. I have successfully get the papers for them. But I'm saying to you that you need to establish the reason why it will be unreasonable to return you back to the country of origin with the child in question. Bear it in mind, the child in question is the point that we need to deal with. The child that was born in the UK, he or she has no knowledge of the country of origin, where his parents come from. It's none of his business. It's none of his business. His business is in the United Kingdom, where he was born. He's growing with his friends in school, fight with his friend, go to the neighbor's house, you know, go out and play football. That is where he belongs to. That is where he knows as a country, and that is his community. But if that kind of child, all of a sudden at the end of 8 years birthday or 9th year birthday, mistakenly be uprooted and taken to half cross the sea, across the sea to the other side. It's totally inhuman, and it's inhumane, and it's totally wrong. It breaches that child adequate right, which means that Section 55 has been ignored. Section 55 has been ignored. It has not been taken into account. To respect human rights is to respect the best interest of the child. The need of that child is crucial. And when we're talking of the interest of a child, the interest of a child that born in the UK will be to continue to have the education in the United Kingdom, to grow up among his counterparts, according to Lady Hale in the Supreme Court. Lady Hale is so fussy about the issue of children. I said to you last time that Lord Denny was fussy about the issue of older women, married women or older women that have worked so hard for their husband and they were left out without anything at the end of the will, which is equity and trust. So whoever comes to equity must come with clean hands. But Lady Hale at the Supreme Court is saying that I am interested in the issue of children and family, and therefore she's concentrating on the best interest of the children. So most of the decision that comes under children, you will hear Lady Hale case. You will hear her name. The best interest of that child will be to remain in the United Kingdom, where he has his family. Hello?
Hello, customer.
Castle.
Yeah. One thing in the Halloween is Andrew and so, hello?
Mo ń gbọ́ yín.
Hello, ma.
Mo ń gbọ́ yín, I'm with you.
So, we were there for 3 years. So, recently, 3 days ago, no one, it's only time. Later from the example, but also the competent authority has carefully considered my case. So, for 3 years, I'll move to London, was stay outside London. So, I'm not seeing no one suppose to reject the application me. And but I don't connect us the home office. Only department cover company, NRM department, which don't do for the trafficking. Oh no, it make decisions. So, I'm going to be out when not make decisions. So, I'll be on the home office, don't make decisions. So, bye.
So, are you saying they have refused your application?
Yes, after 3 years.
And the application has been with them for 3 years?
Yes, ma.
Did they give you right of appeal?
No, they didn't give me right of appeal.
Well, you said it's an asylum case.
Yes, please.
You're supposed to have a right of appeal on asylum now.
Me or mom, because let us go back. And all just said me, up with me on Monday before Kinto Baleta and be Wednesday. Only came home, mommy, what form biometry. Immediately she biometry after so I know she mom in the government to lie, and the minimum you don't make law. So Molo she biometry for mommy. So but the Baleta be 2 days ago, no pay, want to repeat, pay negative me. Claims me, I'm going to receive more letters or anything.
They asked you to go and do biometric for your child. When was the letter dated?
When was what, ma'am?
When was the letter for biometric dated? But I will not date it.
Yeah, it was yesterday on the 4th. They called me on the 1st, which is on Tuesday. That I should come on the 4th for the biometric. And the letter sent to me was on Wednesday, which is on the 3rd. That my asylum case was rejected or whatever.
And you just took the child down yesterday for the fingerprints, isn't it?
What is it, ma'am?
You took the child down yesterday for fingerprints done, to do the fingerprints.
Yeah, I took the child here. And they didn't what I should go after doing it for him.
Wait and see what will happen then. Maybe they want to grant your child.
Okay.
Wait now, wait. If I were you, I would wait and see what the outcome will be. How old is this child in question? How old is your child?
It will be 7 December, but I didn't give a thing. I brought him from Nigeria when he was 1 year and 5 months.
And 1 year and 5 months, and the child will be 7 years.
And he has stayed in the country like 5 years now that he hasn't got out.
I don't know. Just keep finger crossed and see what will come out of it. I cannot speculate. I have to be honest with you.
Okay, ma.
Yes.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma.
You're most welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. There is so much happening with regards to putting an application to the Home Office. But let me tell you one thing, asylum should have a right of appeal because it was an human rights argument. So asylum should have a right of appeal in no circumstances. Hello?
Hello, my
Ekurole.
Yes, ma. Mo fẹ́ bèrè ní pé ọmọ tí wọ́n bí sí ìlú yìí tó ẹ pé kò tí ì gba pálí ó dẹ̀ máa ṣetán ní uni ní yé àyè kò dẹ̀ tí ì gba pálí ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó máa apply fún pálí wọ́n sọ pé kí ni status ìyá ẹ̀ pé ó láti fill form gbogbo ẹ̀ ni. So later ṣá ó wá sọ pé ó máa ṣe pálí yẹn fúnra rẹ̀ ṣé ó lè ṣe fúnra rẹ̀ mà?
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n bi yín léèrè question. The question I'm going to ask you because I want public to benefit, so I need to ask you in English.
Yes.
Has that child ever traveled out of England before?
She traveled with not staying. She traveled with her mother on holiday and come back.
Which passport did the child use to travel on holiday?
She traveled with her mother passport and she later get her own passport to go to Nigeria and come back.
Which passport? Nigerian passport?
Yes.
You know, child born in the UK after 1982 not supposed to be out of United Kingdom more than apart from on holiday if they want to apply for their British passport status.
No, she just went on holiday.
But if she went on holiday, she must have status to go and come back, isn't it?
Yes.
What type of status was that?
Because of her mother dual nationality, so it was having a Nigerian passport. But inside the Nigerian passport, place of birth is London.
That's not the point. The point here is that what status was the mother holding at the time the child traveled out of the country? What status?
Her mother have settlement.
The mother has settlement at that time, yeah?
Yes.
And it's indefinite leave to remain.
Yes.
So the child is entitled at the time of the birth of the child, isn't it?
No, at the time of the birth of the child, her mother only have 1 year trial. It's after the birth of the child that her mother have leave to remain.
Listen, the point I want to take here is that, you know, that child in question, when that child was taken to Nigeria, was there a leave to remain granted in that child's name?
In her mother's name, because she was born here. It's her mother who is having child remain to remain.
My sister, if care is not taken, that child may probably lose the right. If care is not taken, so it needs a bit of analysis, to be honest. And if I were in your shoes, I would be talking to the mother to come and see me on consultation and let me diagnose that case properly. I will not conclude on it now.
Okay.
Yes.
Because she filled a passport before, and British passport. They tell her that she should. What is her mother's status? That any child born like what you say 1980 something, but she was born 1993.
Yeah, so she was born outside the system.
Yeah, she was born 1993, but her mother have only 1 year that time. It's after she was born that her mother have right to remain in the country.
Yeah, but she needs to establish that she's been in the UK continuously without a break from 1993 to the present time. That's 25 years proof for her to be entitled to British passport directly.
Okay, because she was in the she did her university, college, primary school, everything here in this country because she was born here. Yeah,
that's fine. But she could have been taken off in between to go to Nigeria and return back. So she needs to establish that there was no gap.
Okay. She was just going like 2 weeks to Nigeria on holiday and come back.
Yeah, but the 2 weeks that she's going out to Nigeria, she needs to show that she has leave to remain to go. Not in her mother's passport. She needs to show that a stamp was stamped in her name separately for her.
Okay.
But if they put it in her mother's passport,
yes,
the status was it granted along with her. So we need to see.
No, because when I was coming, they said plus, they had her name plus her name on my passport.
So it's your child?
Yes.
And you are letting me talking as if I'm talking to third party.
Sorry, ma, it's my child. They let her name be on my... I was trying to explain. They let her name be on my passport.
Mm-hmm.
They just had additional on my, remain in the country. They just had her name on it. It's even from the airport, they put her name on the bottom of the passport. So when I went to go and collect Nigerian passport for her, she was, she applied separately. They take her name out, and they just gave her one, and the place of birth was put in the passport, London.
I am not too clear.
Because when she went to go and I tried to apply for British passport for her, and she put on the form and everything. They said, what is her mother's status? So I didn't say anything before. They said they can't give her passport. They returned the form. That they can't give her that. Then they said she had to go and apply for naturalization.
Yeah, to naturalize and pay.
Okay, so I was wondering that, is it not too late for her, or is she need to go through ceremony, to naturalize?
Is she 18 now?
She's more than that. She's in uni. She's 23 now.
Yeah, so she needs to naturalize.
Does she need to do ceremony, ma?
Yes, she's an adult.
Okay, she has to do ceremony in English as well?
Yes.
I thought when she was born here, she doesn't need that. That's what I was thinking.
Madam, something is not right somewhere, somehow. I have to be honest with you. And I would not want to continue to give advice in this situation unless I can see you in the office on consultation. So you'll be able to tell me the truth behind the story. And then I'll be able to advise you rightfully.
Okay.
Please.
All right.